comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Show me everything. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Nothing but air for the impact. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What are they thinking here? Player one chases them down. Sees it coming and blocks it out. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Jumps. Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Big opportunity coming. Looking for a chance. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Their will to win is really being tested here. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Burnout in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Uh-oh. Falls short. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where's this match gonna go? All right. Ooh, what's this? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one is just about out of drive after that. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Decides to go in with the target combo. Combo with the target combo. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Not shy with the grab. That slight doubt is all it took. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That drive impact doesn't get through. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. At this range, target locked and scoop. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Jumps up. Showing some real tenacity. Player bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. One chance here makes... Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Yes! Drive impact for the win. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Whoa, hold on. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Who's gonna make a move? Good anti-air. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Trip them up. Player one has not been shy about using their drive gauge. The command grab doesn't make it. Player one is just about out of drive after that. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with down to the wire. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Combo with the target combo. Reads them. Life lead looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Hanging on for dear life. You've gotta pay. Oh. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Knockdown and jumps. Hits him with a stopping power. This is looking to impress with this super. Is this gonna kill? And it's just enough. Solid beat on the bars.
Now you know history.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Well-timed command throw there. Anticipates the overhead.
No.
Oh, whiffs the drive impact.
Let me take the lead.
Deal some damage with that quick combo. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Sticks the jump in. Still slugging it out at this range. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. The metal level is getting there. Pressure's really mounting up. The throw misses. Charges forward. Jump? What'll happen here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? So, what's next? Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Both fighters planning something? Blocks it. The throw missed. The exchange blows. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Like, genius read with that throw escape. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can, burnout activates. Anti-air in the front, finds the target. Player 2, can't you dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. There's an overdrive Hadouken! They were expecting that drive impact. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is in a pretty impact squash. Blocks it. Both sides getting ready. They're in range. We gotta see it. There's a drive impact. Excellent damage on that. Shakes things up with a fireball. Any throw will whip burn out, but they may have a plan here. Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. That's gonna leave him rattled. Okay, here will this super art do anything? Charges up the plasma. I can't believe it. Throws. Player 2, they are done. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Adds a bit of OD spice though. Sets up with the jump in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Blocks the jump in. Impact's a no-go. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Hold your breath. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs them. Medium kick hits. Takes them all the way to hit them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 can't keep their going for the super art. Oh, the power they do. It's gonna turn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all style. Knockdown and barely blocks the jump in. Jumps. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. One player is the overhead denied. No! Critical art now? That's gonna leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shoots off a fireball up close. Hold your breath. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Nothing but air for the impact. A big drive gauge disparity has opened down to the wire. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Sticks the combo. The jump in is denied. Grabs him. Taking stock. Heading into the end game, intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Parries the projectile. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Max SA gauge hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Burnout activates. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Manages to block and extends the meter, hoping for a good return. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 might have just shifted this round. They're going for the super art?
Yeah.
Oh, the power they do. It's gonna turn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all style. Jumps in, connects with the throw. Taking chunks out of each other here. That's gonna leave closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips him up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a gets a good read on their opponent. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Whiffs the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Taking stock. Oh, burnout on both sides? Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 is almost dead, but the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. What'll happen here? Tomahawk busted! Finishes with the throw. Player 2 digs up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Not shy with the grab. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Charges forward, knockdown and blocks it. Oh, what's this? A thunderous drive impact to close the round. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Did well to get the buff in there. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Takes a trip. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The jump in is denied. Hold your breath. Beautiful setup with that attack. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. The quartermaker digs in deep to get that drive in. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Went for the chip kill. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. They pile. This is gonna be bad news. Things are slow going on the offensive. Decides to buff up while they can. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. So, what's next? They just won't stop switching sides. Hit them with a stopping bomb. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 drops them to half, closing the gap. Experiencing burnout. The player gotta do better than that. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? That's a big gap. Who's going to... Dives in! Anti-air in the clutch! Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. The drive impact doesn't work. Changes the pace with a fireball. A jump? Barely blocks the jump in. Reads the jump in perfectly. They are not getting close to each other. Both of them back off. Hooks them. This is going to... What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Swoops in with a dive. Jumps up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Barely blocks the jump in. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Jumps in. Close range projectile. Good parry. Fire coming through. A jump. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Next the counter. What are they gonna do? Drive it back, misses. Fire. They're hurt big time. What a finish. Player 2 is a force to be...
Akuma!
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Lots of aggression from both sides. Goes for the fireball. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drop? They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 in trouble with no... The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. They exchange blows. Throws a fireball. Player 1 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Looking for a chance. Zanku Hadouken. Player 1 can build off this lead. Both fighters planning something? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and drive rush to keep it going. Scrapping it out, an overhead attack. On super to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Zones with the fireball. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Still plenty of time left. Brushes that off and keeps going. Put the exclamation point on that with a super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Makes smart use of the gauge. Good super. Drive rush. Nothing stops this train. Put a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arm. What's this Chikuharo gonna do? What were they thinking? Flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Reads the jump in perfectly. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 with the life lead. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Taking stock. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Drive rush to keep it going. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner gauge. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Risky up-close scrap still go. The drive impact doesn't work. Meets them air to air. We have super arts on deck. Wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Checking their reactions with a fireball. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. This is the ideal hit them with a stopping bomb. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Player 2 is barely hanging on to their lap, experiencing burnout. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Too far, baits out the low kick. Oh, they changed the low. Forward rush. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. A real test of nerves here. Rushes in. Oh, leg kick. Oh, yo, rock super here. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Ready yourself. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Trips them up. Still slugging it out here. What's the play here? The jump-in is denied. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Knockdown. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one in trouble with no luck, spends a little game to KO. Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Nice parry. Can't tech the throw. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Jumps. Mono's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Player two, holding on to that corner again, uses the gauge for a super arc. Spans all three bars to give him one up like hard as knockdown. Take a sip. Knockdown and player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Ooh, what a smart play. Player two needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Can they create explosives with the throw? Hitting him with the smart stuff.
Akuma.
Player one made all the right moves in that fight.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? From up above. All that grinding and training mode paid off. Look at the optimal damage on that combo. Player two has the life lead, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. All right. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Burnout KO. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up, throws him. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arc. Player one will look to apply pressure here. It's a good spot to use the super big anime vibe. Period then. Burnout activates. Knockdown and perfect KO. They were in full control there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Safely increases their throw level. They were right to be on guard there. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Player took and whipped. They're wide open. More fuel to the fire. Took them up. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super. Over in a flash. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Hits him with a stopping block. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. No good up high. Starts with a jump. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Not shy with the grab. Knockdown. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. A little too greedy there. waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Can't get the throw. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Smart play with the throw. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Ooh, those buffed up throws hit them with a stopping bomb. Still slugging it out at this range. Oh, combo! Let's go! Wrecks them! Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Only a little bit of drive and life left. They need to capitalize on this drive. Wraps it up with a throw! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Swan Lake is on fire now! Look at the damage! Player 2? No! This will break them! Player, there's the counter we wanted! Will this super art do anything? Put the exclamation! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Snatches them with Sith of Calamity! We're about to see a fool when he really means business! What now? They're just gonna go for it with the super! They trade hits! Gotta do better than that! Dangerous range here. Turns out! Player to drive them back! Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Ready yourself. Prepare yourself. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? What's the play here? Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. Counter hit throw there. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Throws them. What's next? Drive rush. Gets in their face. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Impact's a no-go. Goes for the super art? Grabs them? Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Gets scooped from down low. The throw missed. Demon Raid comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? All right, springs forward with the drive rush. Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tackle. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Burnout activates. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Going in? Player 2 knew the throw was coming. Side switch. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. The low kick hits. Looking for a chance. Demon Raid now? Their life is hanging by it. Wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Demon Raid time. Drives it back, misses. The low. Oh, the throw connects. Drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with a throw. And whiffs. They're wide open. Impact squash. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. A jump in? Excellent block. Throws him. What now? Keeps him out. Yoga fire to turn up. The drive impact doesn't work. Connects with the throw. What's next? Yoga fire. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Dangerous range here. Nothing stops this train. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Doesn't set the throw. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Zanku Hadouken. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What are these fighters thinking now? Who's gonna make a move? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Holds out with the block. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Whiffs the throw. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
Round 2.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Take this.
Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Going in? Smart play with the throw. The throw whips. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work.
You're lost.
Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Gotta do better than that. Sakuhado. Ooh, what a smart throw. A whip bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Big anime vibes with Imperium's end. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost no critical art now. Player 1 flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in. Oh my God! They just choked it up. Jump. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Dangerous range brushes that off and keeps going. Vengeful meter. Player 1 has there's a drive impact. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Nowhere. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Punish counter on the action. They are in a real bad situation here. Runs that off. What are they gonna do? Amazing. Oh my God, they just choked it up. And whiffs! They're wide open! Oh, stunning! Yoga super blocks! Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that spin, drops them hard. Answers with a fireball. Oh, sees right through him! Are you serious? That comeback was unreal! We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there! Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while! They really took it down to the wire. Yoga Arch! They got something in mind! Keeps them guessing with a Yoga Arch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters are raring to go. Strings it all together. Starts off zoning with fireballs. What are these fighters thinking now? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Knockdown. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. If they can't escape, they're perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Left off a projectile to waste time. This is gonna be bad news. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of hits them with a stop and pop. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Genius read. Blocks it. Blocks the impact. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The throw rushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see a comeback here? It's a good spot to use the super. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Ready yourself.
You call, I answer.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Definitely saw that counter coming. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Slides and goes for the left. Bushin Beats assaults them from the air. Spin comes crashing down on them with the Bushin Beats. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. grabs and throws him away. Scrapping it out up close. Knockdown and from upstairs. Torso cleaver. This is gonna be bad news. Burnout activates. Are we gonna see a comeback here? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Raves him from above with a bullshit beat. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The super armor does its job. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. What's the play here? The cross-up's good. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Life lead opens up. Caught in the cross. Hold your breath. They cancel out each other's moves. Takes a trip. Player 2. Oh, burnout triggered. The low doesn't connect. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Side switch in the corner. Gets the knockdown, and now tries to catch him out with the arc step. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Slides and goes for the leg. They're going for the super art. Connects with Sip of Calamity. Kumo ain't jumping you in for bad, but you're going to sleep real fast. What now? No! Critical art now? Picks up the counter. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Baits out the low kick. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Excellent block. This is gonna hurt. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Grounds them from above. Beats them from above with the bullshit beat. Cooks up some hot and spicy yet flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Ready. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Whoa, hold on. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Goes for the fireball. Who's gonna make a move? Who's it gonna be? Okay, we're at the halfway point now. What's the play here? There's still lots of time in this one. Down to the wire. Player 1, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Feeling out the spacing. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Trying to read each other here? The grab misses. Anything could happen here. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could get some. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes to the overdrive. Player 1 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 is going to have a hard... There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. The throw... Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both fighters planning something? Hits them with a stop and bop. And whips! They're wide open! That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Fires off a Yoga Comet. Comet to make something happen! Brings down a Yoga Comet, and blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 was super art. But that's not gonna hit. That back row was huge. A jumping what a read with that anti-air. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Ooh, what's this? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Gets the counter hit throw. Takes a trip. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Burnout activates. Taking stock. Shows a medium kick. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Oh, easy tech. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Player 1, oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Max SA gauges. Unboost a super art. The super doesn't hit. Oh, burnout triggered. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 in dire. The throw is denied. Ooh, what a smart throw. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Denies the jump-in attempt. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump-in. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Which fighter will control the pace of them? Connects with the throw. Grabs and throws them away. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Drive impact misses. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Anticipated that throw. Excellent block. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. Comet from up high. A jump in? Okay, here we go. Looking and whips. They're wide open. Changes the pace with the fireball. Gonna mix them up with the arch? Yoga arch! They got something it drives and back misses! This could turn out, but they may have a plan here. Player throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Comment from up high. They are not getting close to each other. Do they put downtown with the 10 buckles up? 20 seconds to go. He ends it. I called it. I called it. It is over. Player 2.